Hey kids, welcome to JD Knows Nil. You're probably asking yourself, what the heck is this? Well, the great minds that spread the positive decided to give me a podcast. Not the best idea in the world, but hey, we'll give it a shot. Anyway, so we decided how to best use our time that we were granted from the beautiful people, Trent, etc. And honestly, I didn't want to talk about politics or the hot button issues or anything that made people enemies on social media because that's negative. And we're here to spread the positive. That's for you, buddy. Anyway, I'd rather talk about Liverpool, pro wrestling, paint dry, American football, the one they catch, but they only kick once. They call it football.
Who still watches wrestling?
I do. AEW pay-per-view birthday, November 13th. Let's go. Anyway, instead of that, you know what? Said screw it. Let's do something different. How about we take an opportunity where we talk about sports, we have a good time, but we also find a way to spin it in a positive way where we spend each other's money on a charity because, well, maybe we're not very good at saying good words and we're really bad at saying bad words. So we'll get to that later on, maybe in the next week or so. But before that, I would like to say what makes a great winning team? Typically, it's great leadership and amazing talent. Jordan and the Bulls, right? In the 90s, awesome. Brady and his 7 rings. What about Messi against Barcelona? Messi and Barcelona versus Liverpool. Let's say May 7, 2019. I'm kidding. Corner taken quickly. Origi! Anyway, so yeah, occasionally somebody with little to no talent ends up in the spotlight. That might be me, or say Trent Dilfer in the 2000 Ravens. It was pretty much the same. So this is what we're getting at. So we're going to do a sports pie and a pop culture type show where we discuss the things that are happening in the moment, things that are making people interested, things that we think will be entertaining because we're not serious. Speaking of I should probably introduce you to the real stars of the show. To my right, Coach KJ. Hey, KJ.
Hey.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Listen, so KJ has so many accolades, I had to write them down.
No.
Yeah, I did. That's a lot. She's an instrumental part of 2 state runner-up titles at Blackman High School.
Yeah.
Local, right?
Yeah. Local
Her
girl.
junior and seniors was named to the all-tournament team at the 2003 TSSAA state tournament. After an ankle injury her senior year, she was a redshirt athlete at Austin Peay. So next, she became an assistant volleyball coach at Kenwood High School for 3 years, improving their record by 85% while recording the most volleyball wins in school history. Hold on. There's a lot more. Give me a second.
Is this off the Wikipedia page? Or?
No.
Right.
There's a lot.
Amazing stats there.
It doesn't
Deep breath.
No.
Yeah, it takes a lot. It's just a book. All right. So she's been an NCF certified trainer, volleyball director at South Tampa YMCA. Just completed her first season as volleyball coach at Webb School. Did I mention she's the girls' middle school basketball and varsity track coach too? She's trained to watch sports from a broadcaster's point of view with no favorite teams. KJ brings a non-biased opinion to our open discussion format. How was that?
That was great.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We can skip over my intro because it's going to be nowhere near that. So
the voice you hear saying that would be my friend Solo. Originally from Seattle, transplanted to Middle Tennessee 10 years ago, played basketball up to high school. Very close friend of mine that joins with a huge passion for sports. I added that part. I liked it. Solo has a wealth of knowledge about today's game in all forms and an excellent recall of the past. Hence the reason I brought him on, because I do know nil. I think I got it that time.
Oh, perfect play there.
I thought it was.
Oh, JD knows nil.
I don't know a guy named Nil. It might be. Anyway, so what sports teams that he's of them? He likes the greatest club in the history of all sport, Liverpool, the mighty Reds. Up the Reds!
Up the Reds.
Got that one. Being from Seattle, he's a Seahawks fan. And then
12th man.
The Florida.
Gators. Florida Gators.
Why?
That's what it is.
But that way.
Gators.
Did you know that your teams are 9 hours and 9 hours apart?
No, I didn't.
If you take a flight from Seattle to Florida,
Uh-huh.
and then from Florida to Liverpool,
So I can knock out.
you need like a like Central
You
Asian
should be a
team?
tour guide or like a travel agent.
I'm not that smart. Anyway, you'll love Solo. He's way brighter than me. So that is the cast of the show. We should probably tell you about our show.
Yes. So we are going to cover all things sports and pop culture. We will have the news. So basically, we'll hit some hot topics in sports from the week, anything that draws our attention, your guys' attention, and we will discuss that. And then we will also be discussing any interest. So this will be more than just sports. So it'll look at the games ahead of the week, and also some pop culture events that people have pop in, some movies, TV shows, music, anything like that.
Absolute. What about interest? You got that one.
I just said interest.
Oh, you got them both. I was excited.
I know. I said it, but yeah, no, anything that's interesting. So anything pop culture, Netflix stuff,
Oh,
ESPN
that's where
stuff.
you lost me. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
We'll cover that.
All right, so I watched the movie. It was Star Wars. It's the one where the girl wins at the end of it. Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry. And so I've been in my relationship with Dimitri for 5 years. That's the only movie we've ever been to. No, I can't. Yeah, cool.
I'm just lost. Like I was there, and then 5 years, no movies.
How do you? I can't do it. How do you sit that long?
You're sitting right now
but we're
at a table, sitting in a chair,
talking,
looking at each other.
It's not scripted. It is.
You sure?
Not all of it. Speaking of, what's the L stand for?
Losers.
Might be.
The L stands for lines, because we are gonna spin this show in a positive way to help out the community. So what we'll be doing is we'll be looking at the lines of some of the big games this week, and it looks like we'll be making some friendly wagers. We'll see who covers, who wins, who loses. Looks like I don't know what we have for this week. JD's keeping that real close, but I think we're gonna pick 5 games.
Yes.
I don't know what sports.
You don't. I'll give you a guess. They all involve the word foot. Well, no, they don't all, actually. I take it back. They don't.
Wrestling does not count, right? That's not a sport.
Well, no, because it's scripted, and I don't want to bet on that. Although, technically, you can actually bet on wrestling in the right websites. I don't know why you would do that. That seems like a terrible
Only
idea.
you would know what the right websites are. But just saying.
Tie those two. Well, we know a few. All right. So that's how we're going about that show. So also what we're going to do is we're going to openly invite guests to our show. What we're looking for is people that are either like, we would love to have like current or former athletes, people that are within the region that we're in, people that are community leaders, influencers. And the idea is that we would bring them on, and as you know how it is when most people interview, they want to promote their upcoming event or whatever. And that's great. We want to help them, but also we want to make it talk about sports. We want to try to make it casual. We want to try to make it where it's not all just pushing an event, not all just pushing a charity. Let's see if we can find the personality of the person that's behind it. And so that's kind of our aim for it. And so you'll enjoy it, I think, or you'll be terrified of how we react to each other. Either way, it'll be good, like siblings.
Wait, what's the region that we're in?
The region is anywhere in the entire world.
I like that. I do like that region word. Like,
well, I don't want to say Murfreesboro specifically,
or the city, the county. I mean,
like,
region. Like, what is this? Like regional championship?
No, like Broad Street, like literally a road. Like if you can.
Why you don't tell them our location? If we suck, they're gonna come in.
Are we on Broad Street? I don't think we are. No,
just tell them exactly where we're at. Just might as well.
No, we're at Trent's house. It's nice. It's beautiful. He just painted the walls. Dark. It's black. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. News, interest, and lines. So basically the format is we'll start with the news. We'll go to interest. We'll go to lines. So here's how we go. From the news part of it. This week in news, we'll do a couple of them, see how it goes. Major League Baseball playoffs. So you had what? LA won last night.
Yeah.
And Boston won last night.
No, Boston did not play last night.
No.
I think both series are tied 3-2.
That's not a tie. That's 3-2.
Sorry,
you meant
sorry. Correct me.
All right. So who you got? Is it still pretty obvious? You think it's Houston and Atlanta the whole time?
Well, I mean, if
Atlanta
history
blew
says
it.
anything, last year the Braves were up 3-1, and the Dodgers came back and won that series.
And it's looking like a repeat of that this year.
Looking
I grew
the
up
same
a
way.
Dodgers fan, but I don't.
And the Dodgers didn't even use a starting pitcher yesterday.
Yeah, they used like a child.
They used
They won a lottery. They do tickets.
They used a
Doesn't matter.
bullpen.
Oh, that's what they
Yeah.
call it now. Sorry, that's neat. All right, so that's what the type of topics we'll be talking about.
But the Red Sox and the Astros are looking like its first pitch is going to be in less than an hour.
So are you over the whole trash can thing with the Astros, or did it even bother you with the whole like count and all that crap?
Everybody cheats.
Yeah, but it's not on how you get caught. It's not the thing.
Well, I mean,
All right, so anyway, who
They
you
got
got?
caught.
Who's in the World Series? Go ahead.
want to go first?
I'm going Atlanta, Houston is my pick.
Easy.
She picked the
Yes.
favorites. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
well,
I'll go
later
opposite
he's out.
then. I'll go opposite. I'm going to go Red Sox Dodgers.
Fine. I will go Dodgers, Astros.
Support-
Bam! Nailed it.
Supporting the local boy Mookie Betts.
And
And
Oh, and also David Price.
Yeah, and-
Local
and-
Murfreesboro hero.
local region. Is that what it was? It's a region.
yeah,
Either-
I should be going for the Dodgers. I went to high school with David. And I've known
Hopefully
him
David's
for a
not
long
listening.
time. I know. Sorry, David, if you're
If
listening.
you are listening, David.
Sorry, I'm
which
going for Atlanta on this one.
I'm not from this region, but I picked you.
Hope you do really well, but I'm going for the Braves in this one.
That's a terrible thing to say. out
I mean,
loud. That's awful.
I'm personally baseball in the fall, like playoff baseball is the only time I watch. So last night I was slipping through the Dodgers game and the Cleveland
So baseball, like
Denver game.
I know they're like hardcore fans, but really, you only go to the matches to like have a few beers and like hang out with your friends.
It's not called
like
a match. It's not called.
Did I call it a match?
Yeah, you did. It's not a match. It's
No,
a baseball
it's
game.
not.
That's years and years of wear and tear on another sport.
Isn't that scripted on your little piece?
No,
of
it's
paper
actually
over there?
not. I just wrote the match.
Probably- we
I
probably need-
cannot say not match. I just realized.
Probably
it's
need
not
to get you a key, like football's called football game.
or maybe somebody to talk for me. Just have them replace me. Hey, I'm the host. So anyway, all right, let's go into something more fun. How about Deshawn Watson? Rumors are he may be traded to the Dolphins. Let's make this one really simple. So November 2 is the deadline coming up.
November 2nd.
I'm sorry, 2 November. Is that better? This is the worst show ever. Anyway, so the Dolphins play the Texans on 6th of November.
I'm gonna fact check you there, buddy.
I know it's correct. If he gets traded, let's start with that. Does he get traded to the Dolphins? Yes or no? Simple answer.
I think the Dolphins are the favorites to get him.
I don't think they're
Does he
looking
get-
for him.
Does he get traded at all?
Well, then there's another part to that. Does he even play this season?
No, not yet. Does he?
Oh,
That's fine.
Well, I don't
Does he
thi-
get traded?
personally, I don't think Tua is the guy for the Dolphins.
He'll be the number 2 behind Deshaun Watson.
That was a reach.
Thank you
That
for
was
that
a
there.
reach. That was a reach.
I think it was gold. That's good. I liked it a lot.
The delivery was.
All right. So, yes or no? Does he play?
There we go. Sound effects. I
I
like
like to
that.
fire the producer. All right. So, does he play? Yes or no this season?
I think he plays this season, and I think he plays for the Dolphins.
I think he does not play this season. I think he stays with the Texans because of his contract. They won't let him out, but I think he's going to stay in Texans uniform. And I don't think he's going to play at all this season.
This is beautiful because I say he gets traded and plays against the Texans on the 6th of November.
You are incorrect.
I
It
am.
is the 7th of November. But actually, the way you say it, it's November 7th
Yeah, that's 1 week before my birthday. I'm excited about
because
it.
the trade deadline ends November 2.
Yeah. And the AEW pay-per-view full gear is November 13th. That's
What
a
is
Saturday.
that? We'll get to that later.
John Moxley. All right, so cool. So NBA, let's get into the NBA before I get into the one that I'm actually really intrigued by. So NBA just started, in case anyone noticed it all.
They had a match.
Yeah, that's like a bunch of them. LeBron James, he played. All right, so assuming you know everything about the NBA, who do you? Let's go ahead and just do it. Pick your NBA finals right now. I can give you some projections if you'd like, if it'll help.
Projections
Actually, I
or
have a column.
predictions?
Oh, it said projection on the online thing. Was it the internet? That one. It had projections on it. Yeah, I got it. So do you want the no, I don't want to give that to you. You pick East and West before I tell you the favorites. Ooh, and for bonus points, who are the 2 least favorites? But first, let's go with your picks for the NBA Finals coming up this season. We'll get them out of the way early. It's recorded. Don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna go. You want to go first?
Look at you with your laptop. Some over a paper. I am way older than y'all, though. Makes sense.
I'm not really sure who my finals pick is right now. It's
on-
so early.
Yeah,
it's so early.
They've only played like 2 matches. I mean,
What's
come
the
on,
point in
come on.
projecting if you don't have an answer?
It's not projecting.
I mean,
it's
go big or
predicting.
go home.
It's predicting.
I
But
mean, the Lakers should. I mean, with them getting Carmelo Anthony this time around, but Russell seemed to be having some issues this week.
you really think Carmelo's gonna make a difference though?
I mean, it can't hurt.
Aren't they all
I
like
don't think it's gonna hurt it.
55?
Yeah, they can't play defense.
I mean, I get it.
Defensively, they're gonna struggle a lot.
Church League, they would ball out.
Oh, for sure, for
But,
sure.
but if you have that much wisdom, that much experience in your team, it's got to count for something.
I mean, LeBron did not look like however old he is. I think he's like 35, 36.
36.
He was killing it out there.
37.
So I think the Lakers will get it together. And the easy pick out of the East will be the Nets. But
Yeah.
Isn't that
them-
Kyrie's team?
well, it's technically not his team.
Well, I mean,
because
yeah,
he's
he's
not on it right now. But
He might be in a
it's-
church league
well,
right
no,
now.
it's really Katie's team.
Yeah, it's KD's
And
team.
Kyrie was
Has Katie
I
torn
mean-
a hamstring or an Achilles yet?
no season just started.
Okay, so like 2 weeks from now?
No major injuries yet.
Yeah.
But the Bucks, I mean, I don't see why the Bucks can't repeat.
Take a shot at his name.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's how it
I
goes.
feel like you got that right.
Close enough. Sounds
I-
pretty close.
Yeah, you win.
I mean, you want to go Janice, but
Is it Janice?
no.
No.
But I figured that's how you'd pronounce it.
All right, take a stab at it. One East team and one West team dead last. I'll give you the odds. So the Nets, 240 or 2 plus 240. The Lakers plus 400. So the finals right now are Nets versus Lakers. That is the finals. The opposite, both teams at plus 50,000.
Can I take a guess?
Yes. Are you guessing or are you reading it?
No, I'm guessing
I don't believe you.
for sure. No, I'm guessing based off the stats that I know and last season's projections. One of the teams, Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's rude, but yes.
Okay,
wanna do the
that's
East?
my West. That's my West team.
Mhm.
And then the East team, I'm gonna go with LeBron James, former team, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Incorrect. But you did get the West Thunder. You want to take a stab at the East?
East, I'm gonna go.
This is
Actually, that's a great. That's a great question. Actually, let's hear. East, not. No,
That's
do
what
we
he's
do we have music?
Oh,
No,
no,
I was
singing.
gonna go the Cavs as well, but if that's not it,
I was trying to sing "Do You Believe in Magic?" Orlando.
She didn't even
Really?
get the
Yes.
Magic.
She-
Okay.
I mean,
She said Pistons.
I said Pistons. Yeah.
Don't yell at her.
Never. All my anger is directed towards you.
Oh, that's fine. It seems fair. All right, so let's go into the NHL. First of all, the Preds.
Hold on. Just a quick question here. Well, I guess since you have the stats, you can't project. But who's your projections to win the NBA Finals?
Definitely Boston and the St. Louis Pelicans. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the Pelicans and the Celtics. That would be mine.
Bet you can't even name one player off the Pelicans.
Oh yeah, the guy that blew his shoe out, Williamson.
That's
He
pretty-
blew his shoe out and then he switched to a Nike contract.
You know everything but his name.
Yeah. Is the Williamson part right?
Yes.
Yes.
It
that's
is?
right, Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you want his first name?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it's a Drew.
No.
John.
No.
John Williamson. Yeah.
He's the guy that directed Star Wars.
No.
Or no, did the
John Lucas.
No, the guy that did the music score.
No.
It's Williams, right?
No.
No, it is Williamson for sure, right?
Yes, you got that part right.
Zeke.
All right.
Close.
All right. We're good.
It starts with a Z, right?
Yes.
Zion.
Oh,
There you go.
There we go.
There we
There
go.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Y'all wait till we get into movies down the road. That's
Give
gonna be
you a little
awful.
golf clap.
Yeah, hit the golf clap, Trent. He said no. That's fine. All right, so let's get into the local-ish, closer to home.
Wait.
You have to raise
I
your hand.
have one more
ahead.
topic. Ben Simmons,
Oh yeah, Philly.
Philly.
I
Do you
know
think-
this. He got
Do you think he stays in Philly, or do you think they trade him?
for Deshawn Watson.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
where he goes, right? He's a quarterback. He's tall.
I mean, the dude, all he did was like go to practice with a cell phone in his pocket. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody goes to work with their phone in their pocket, right?
No,
kids used to smoke cigarettes in the bathroom back in the day. Is that any worse?
No, but I really do think they trade him. I think what's his name? Embiid. He was like, I'm done with that dude. I don't want nothing to do with him. And that just shows as a team, like it'd be one of us just quitting on our team. You know what I mean? Like,
better not.
I mean, the GM saying to be buckle in for a while. So
I did see that too, but
that's
no
just
one
to add
wants.
trade
No one
value.
wants to take that money though. That contract is ridiculous, and the dude can't shoot.
But NBA money don't count, right? Like they just throw like billions in.
No, that's baseball money.
No, that's true.
This would help if you had your sports in line.
No, I'm the host. Y'all are the smart people. I said that earlier.
Oh.
I'm just here to ask the questions and get out of your way.
Oh, you're asking the tough questions.
Mhm. All right, so
but hold on. Do you think he gets traded?
I think they're gonna keep him. I think they're gonna just
All
do it out
season?
of spite. If
Well-
if they do trade it, I think it'll be later in the season. And I think there'll have to be some major negotiations in this contract. But I think for the time being, I'd say the next 2 months at least, I'd say he stays in Philly.
He did meet with the front office and told him that he was not mentally ready to play.
Yes.
So if you're not mentally ready to play, sit it down.
Yes.
So silly question. Is he not mentally ready to play unless he plays for X team? Like this is all an act, right? Just to get out of
Yeah,
Philly?
but I mean, no one's really shown any type of interest towards him either. So like, if no one wants you, where are you gonna go?
Is he worth the interest?
No, I don't think he is.
One on the mental aspect as well. Like none of us obviously are qualified to assess that situation. But if he says that, per ESPN and per First Take, they were saying that pretty much with him saying that it's going to guarantee him getting money and still being on the team,
Smart man,
but not being able to play.
He did put his house up for sale. I saw that.
He could just get a rental. I mean, he could maybe probably a big house. He could probably get a room. They wouldn't
Probably
even know he was there.
somewhere in this region, he probably get himself a mansion.
Although,
Yes.
do you want to live in Philly? That's a little scary. He could go to the Grizzlies, no state income tax. Boom.
They got
He can go to
they got
Orlando,
a
same
stud.
thing.
They got a stud point guard. They don't need him. They got Ja.
Hey, you said Orlando. You can go to Orlando.
Even he wouldn't. Just retire. I don't want to go there. Although Disney World is close by, so you can hang out. Universal, be good. All right.
Yeah.
Ready? NHL. Here we go. Nashville Predators. First, I had a side question. Yeah, I'll say do it now. Side question. 10 years from now, from today, which team in Nashville is more popular, NSC or Nashville Predators? Obviously,
What is NSC?
a Nashville
that like
soccer
soccer?
club.
Oh,
Soccer
sorry.
It's not our team.
I didn't know if it was like the
They have similar colors, though.
electric company or something like NES or something.
It
like
is.
That.
Yeah.
I said 10 years.
10 years.
10
from
years
now.
from now, which team is
So we're talking about on October 22, 2031.
Oh, I'll be so old. Like somebody write that one
That's
down.
a tough one.
Say it to my grave.
That's a tough one.
I think it's pretty easy for me.
Well, then go ahead and answer it.
I just think it's a soccer team. It's the one sport growing, and NHL kind of is.
Yeah, but if you
stagnant.
think
It is what it
about
is.
the way the Preds have grown the last couple years, I mean,
But they already peaked. Their
not
peak
if,
was like 4 years
not
ago when
if
they
they-
made that playoff.
not if they
run.
bring a Stanley Cup here.
They're not going to. They're so bad.
All right,
They're-
negative Nancy.
I'm
Jeez.
pointing out the fact. Their front three is old, right? You got Forsberg.
Yeah,
and
but you're
his
talking
last.
10 years though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time to build a team.
But you're talking about popularity now. I'm just saying.
I know you're trying to go for soccer,
No, no.
but
Well, technically I would be, but yeah, I'm saying.
I'm sticking with the Preds.
I'm sticking. I think the Preds as well.
I do think Nashville SC will grow. Popularity will definitely grow once the stadium opens up, and they're actually playing pretty well. But look how long it took the Preds to get to where they were at.
It did, but
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean they talk about the Preds a little bit more, but really they don't talk about either of them technically. But you'll hear a little bit more about the Preds normally when they lose, like they have 3 out of 4 so far. So they're so good.
Matches just started though.
Do you know anything about the NHL and the favorites for the Stanley Cup? You want to take a stab at it?
I typically don't get into NHL until playoff time, but
What about the Kraken?
if I, ever since I moved out here, the only Seattle affiliation I do have is the Seahawks. The Kraken, Maybe. I don't know yet.
Badass logo. That's not a cuss word.
Jerry Bruckheimer just bought some ownership in them.
Oh, you know who he is?
He directed the Titanic. Was that right?
He directed something.
Not the Titanic.
Oh, the movie with the blue people. Smurfs.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Man.
Did I get it?
Nope. No, you still got it wrong.
That's a real person, though, right? What was his
No,
name
we
again?
just made him up.
Well, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
Oh, he did ER. Is it a TV or a movie?
Movies.
You're killing me, Small.
Spider-Man.
Get
Is
two more guesses.
Can I ask? Is it based out of New York? The movie.
He has a lot of movies.
Oh, he did more than one.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a pretty big director.
Like
Producer.
famous?
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a
I
little
like
bit.
its initials. They're close to mine.
JB, JD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with either The Bodyguard or Avengers Lost Art. Is that the name of a movie?
All right. So back to the NHL favorites. I'm gonna go with.
What did he direct?
I'm gonna go. You've never watched them. It's
You
not
know
Star
this?
Wars. It's not Star
Lord
Wars.
of the Rings. You
Nope.
said them.
No.
So there's more than one.
Well, he's directed a whole bunch of movies.
Beverly Hills Cop.
I think the Tampa Bay Lightning are probably the favorites because they've won it twice. But
Oh, they're playing the what is the New Year's
there's
game? It might not be New Year's, but the
it's
outdoor
Winter
game.
Classic.
They're gonna kill the Preds.
Oh, they're playing the President Winter Classic.
And
Where's
at Nissan?
Oh, really? I did not know that.
February-ish.
That sounds about right.
No one cares. All right. What about on the east? So you got east
I
is
just
Lightning.
picked-
What
I
about
just picked
west?
the East.
The west.
I'm gonna cheat here.
You may
Like I
just give
said,
you the answer.
No. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go Vegas.
Oh, that's what I was gonna go with too.
No, the favorites. You
Are
got
the
Lightning.
They're the Avalanche.
It is the Avs.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Here's my favorite part, though. The two least favorites, one from the east, one from the west.
Seattle Kraken.
Actually, they're not. They're actually about midway.
Well,
up.
yeah,
I was
because
looking at
they
earlier.
took a whole bunch of players from other teams.
Well, the NHL expansion draft. They like give people
Dallas
good
Wings.
players.
No, Dallas Stars.
Well, you sound like me right there.
I told
St.
you.
Louis.
No, you're both
Blues.
wrong. Buffalo Sabres and the Phoenix Coyotes, as the kids call them. Is it Coyotes?
Honestly, I'm just gonna ride with you on that one.
That's
I
fine.
thought it was Coyotes, but
Well, that takes care of that part of it. So here's when we transition so smoothly into interests. We'll figure it out eventually. So we're going to talk about each of our favorite, what has us most interested in the upcoming week, or what currently mostly in your brain. So if you'd like, I'll go first and get mine out of the way. So I am a huge Tears for Fears fan. It's like literally the greatest band of all time. Way better than the Beatles.
Sorry, this is not sports related. Just anything that's piquing
This
your
is the
interest.
pop culture part of it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. You didn't lead us into that, but
Oh, yeah. We did in the intro. Blocking it out. That makes sense. So anyway, interest, Tears for Fears. They Tipping Point, new song came out, brand new album in February. I am beyond excited. Was it 2 years ago on Spotify? You know how they'll send you the stats of like how much you listen to this or that.
yeah, they were number one.
I was in the top 1% worldwide of people that listen to Tears for Fears. I'm pretty sure they could do like a concert in my living room at this point, but yeah, so I'm going Tears for Fears.
So you fanboy,
big time.
big time.
I have a tramp stamp. It's amazing. It's all about them.
Show us.
It's family TV. Trent said I can't do it.
Oh,
All right, fine. You go ahead. What are you interested
No, I
about?
thought you weren't done yet. And
No, I'm done.
don't skip Coach K because
You can go ahead.
I
Solo.
wasn't-
Well, I wrote it in this way that you have to go next.
oh,
So, no notes. Big game Sunday, maybe?
yeah. Well, I mean, I thought we were doing pop culture, so I was gonna wait for the sports takes later.
do
But I'd have to say, I got two things, and it's mostly TV shows. One, big Sopranos fan, and I still have not seen The Many Saints of Newark, and that's staying on HBO Max for another week. So sometime this week, I got to fit that in because I definitely need to watch that. And two, big Netflix binger. You know what that is, JD? A binger?
I was going to get a beer while you were talking about this.
Well, that's a bender,
Too
not a
far
binger.
away.
Bender, different.
Is that a movie reference?
Crazy TV show called You.
Like the letter U?
Yeah, no. YOU. It's season 3. I've only watched episode 1. I've watched the other 2 seasons. This guy's crazy.
You
bro.
stole mine. I was so gonna say that.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Boom!
I was
Fist bump.
gonna say that.
It is. What's his name?
Joe.
John
Joe.
Travolta.
His name is Joe Goldberg, and he
Joe
is
a psycho. Let me tell you,
Psychopath.
that dude is wild. But then his chick is also crazy too.
Love.
not to spoil it though. So
No.
things
What's-
change in the second season.
Oh, we're spoiling the first 2 seasons.
Is it not?
I haven't gotten to season 3 yet. I'm still on season 2.
Oh.
But
Sorry.
season 2 is very different than season 1.
Yes. Oh, I thought you were already caught up. My fault.
No,
My
yeah,
fault.
no,
Okay.
I haven't gotten to 3 yet.
But you've met love.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Matt Love. Haven't gotten to the very end of 2,
Okay, then we'll talk about it next week.
but I have
We'll
a
talk-
feeling what
we'll-
happens.
We'll talk about it next. What
Yeah.
episode are you on? You know.
I'm just gonna sit
No.
back. Y'all go ahead.
4 or 5 maybe. Kind of cheated and snuck and watched 9 for a second, so I kind of know what happened.
Why?
Because there was a reason for it, but it's okay. But once I saw what was happening, I'm like, okay, let me go back to this one. So I have an idea of what happened. later
Use
in.
crazy. So yeah, those are my 2.
You
Squid Game.
and-
Squid Game already ran through.
No, we haven't.
No, we
got
haven't
to
talked
it.
about Squid Game yet.
Yeah.
Well. I mean, I was saying as far as interest go, TV shows wise, like Squid Game was like the big thing, and
Like-
now You's back. So
Yeah, Solo definitely stole mine because I was gonna talk about you and Squid Game.
So what is Squid? I don't even know what that is. Is that Netflix?
you wouldn't make
Yes,
it in Squid
so
Game.
that is Netflix.
No
What,
chance.
is it a game
No
like
chance.
the game with the girl that had the arrows? The movie.
Can
Hunger
we
Games.
can we just
Hunger
stop?
Games.
Can we
No.
can we just stop with the movies?
Is it like
Let's just-
Hunger Games?
Oh, that is a good one. You got that one. Hunger Games. Way
But
to
is
go,
that what
buddy.
Squid Games is? Is that what it's called? Squid Games,
It's called Squid Games.
and it's on Netflix
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix. It is a South Korean TV show.
Yes,
with the words.
You can
Yes,
go with the
yeah.
words, or you can go with the dub.
or you can do both.
I personally went dub.
I did both. I did subtitles and dub, but it is a very interesting
Yeah,
show.
that's
Crazy
Interesting.
stat. It took the script writer 10 years to write that script.
Really.
Yeah.
was it worth it?
And he wrote, I
know
forgot what
it is.
he wrote a part
Yeah,
of it,
I think
and
it
then
is.
he was so broke he had to sell the laptop that he wrote it on.
Oh,
Did he get it back? Like
Uh,
Pawn Shop, Pawn
I-
Stars.
I stopped reading after that point.
You could have got it from Pawn Stars.
But it's Netflix top grossing TV show, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
most
is.
streamed or whatever.
it is.
Have you finished it?
Yes.
Oh, crazy, huh?
Yes. And I'm sure everybody out there, I've seen all the filters, everybody getting killed. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Let me just improv here. Let's just, if the 3 of us were playing,
JD
who would
would
be
die
the first? Who would be the first to go?
well, but hold on, huh?
Oh,
Are we
we
still
the first
talking
one.
about
JD.
Squid Game?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what you do pretty much is you're playing
Quit
kid
listening.
games like red light, green light. Like you go and then it says red light and you stop.
I can
At
do that.
your old age with your knees, I think it'd take a long time for you to stop.
No, I just fall down.
and when she
But you
turns
can't
around,
stop moving,
No,
though.
you can't. You have to.
You
You
have
have
to,
to stop
like,
moving
yeah, sorry.
Is that where the squid part comes? in?
No.
No, you're focusing. See, you focus on
On
the
the
things
name.
you shouldn't focus on.
Yeah.
You owe
Yeah.
a swear
fo-
jar.
I said you focus on the things you shouldn't focus
No,
on.
I heard SH. Asterisk T.
Oh, okay. But again, so if we're voting, I think the 2 of us are saying you'd be number 1 to get got.
Yeah.
This is not fair though. I don't even
Yeah.
know the rules yet. What if
Well,
I'm really? What if that's my
yeah, but-
calling? I was the king of Squid Games. I'm the ultimate slug. Or what is that? What it is?
All right.
You have homework this week. JD has homework this week.
Who's that? Simpsons?
No, you need
Homework.
homework. You need to watch Squid Game.
I don't.
Oh, that's
Mm-mm. I'm not going to do that.
Why?
No.
Because it's I can't.
First of all, he doesn't even know how to operate Netflix. You're
yeah,
asking for too much. All he knows is whatever channel wrestling is on.
yeah, it's on the internet. I can't do that. It's weird.
He doesn't get it in his region.
That's how people get all my info.
I love that region thing. That was great. It's like Regions Bank. You know?
Sounds like the next catchphrase on our first shirt we make. Are you in our region? Look at this. See, that's why I'm in
That's
sales.
why you're in sales. Yeah.
Yes.
Host.
But if you haven't seen Squid Games, definitely go see it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or-
For sure.
I'm busy.
Watch it. Yes.
I had plans.
We were talking to our audience, not you.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting that part.
Yeah.
They're right there. Say hi.
Hi, audience.
What's up, guys?
Sorry about this. All right. So after we get through interest, then we'll go into lines. This will be fun. What we're going to do is we're going to look into the upcoming games and or matches. And I will tell the wonderful, intelligent audience right here to my right, the people that really should be in charge, not me. I will tell them the game. I will tell them the line, and they will tell me either over, under, or they can straight up pick the winner. And then we're going to look at a couple of them that I think are lined up for upset picks and if they would take the upset or not. So let's start with one of them that is Saturday, 6:30, a traditional game. Notre Dame hosting USC Trojans. Notre Dame favored by 7. Who you got?
Notre Dame. Cover
and win.
Yep.
Notre Dame -7, USC 6:30 Saturday. Don't worry, I got these. These are actual numbers.
These live lines?
I got them off.
I just want to make sure that we're
a local website that rhymes with Maxon 247, and maybe they should be a sponsor. Anyway, yeah. So these are actual real lines. I wrote them down last night. Notre Dame -7 hosting USC 6:30 Saturday. You think they'll grow the grass out? Don't they do that to make people slower? Which I never understood that. So you grow the grass to make the other team slower. Wouldn't that by proxy make you slower too?
I'll take Notre Dame.
All right, fine.
Covering it.
I think so too. All right, here's a good one. So they're not going to win. UT Bama. -25. Do the Vols even cover? I'll tell you this before you answer. Hooker did practice this week, and they're saying that he is available to play. They're not naming him a starter, but Milton is god-awful. He can throw it a mile, but he can't hit a receiver. So keep in mind that Hooker may be playing. -25, Bama, UT, 6 o'clock Saturday night.
UT does not cover.
No, not at all.
No chance.
I think they
In Tuscaloosa.
I want to say
at
they
night?
do, but I can't.
No, absolutely not.
And hold on, did Bama play last week?
Yes.
They did, right? Who did
Yes.
they play last week?
Not A&M.
They already played the team. They played after the loss to Ole Miss. I remember that.
Yeah, they
No,
played
A&M.
Mississippi State. Yeah,
played
yes,
Mississippi
Thanks,
yes.
audience.
They were in at Mississippi State.
So you're
They lost to Ole Miss. No, they beat Ole Miss, lost to A&M, and then beat Mississippi State.
Yeah.
So they've already gotten over that big loss.
All right, so side question. With one loss, assuming they don't lose anymore, they still get to the playoffs? Do you think they're going to be a couple of one-loss teams? Or
I think it depends on what happens at the SEC championship.
what about Cincinnati? They beat everybody.
Yeah, but
That's
they
the most false number 2 I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Wait, who's going to beat Alabama in SEC championship?
Georgia.
Not Florida.
No, not Florida.
Those are balls.
Georgia, Bama. That will be the championship game for sure.
All right, so let's
And I mean, like you're saying, just going off subject, but this is the first time Nick Saban's lost to a assistant
Coach.
So, what's his name? I just had a brain fart.
Jimbo
Fisher beat him. So does that mean Kirby Smart has a chance? I mean, that Georgia defense is really good this year.
Yeah, they literally stop everything. So did you know that Nick Saban likes to wash his body in a lake with ivory soap because it doesn't sink? True story.
No.
These are the things that I know about sports.
Are you going to have random facts like this every week? Because if you are,
Probably.
just can we make that a session of its own, like a segment, like JD's random fact?
I feel like they just show up, but yeah, I'm in on this. All right, let's stay with Saturday. LSU at Ole Miss, 2:30. Ole Miss favored by 8. Orgeron out, not till the end of the season, but he's out. Kiffin escaped with a win against the Vols. If it weren't for a couple of bad calls and maybe a fumble early on, I mean, the defense held them to what, 24 total points? I think minus a couple of issues. So Ole Miss -8.
Coach O leaving. They did beat my Gators last week, unfortunately.
I'm going Ole Miss on this one.
Gonna have to agree.
Yeah,
I'll say LSU trashes them.
I'm not a big Lane Kiffin fan, but I think that
he'll find his quarterback now that he's been fired. But God, the money he gets for being fired. I wish I could get fired like that. Good Lord.
Who got fired?
Orgeron. Like they mutually agreed.
Mutually agreed to part ways.
Mutually agree for about a few $1 million.
If you get fired, they typically don't let you finish out your
he's
season.
getting to finish out the season.
How much will Spread the Positive pay me to walk away? You think I get $1 million?
No, you're not worth that much.
I think you'd have to pay them.
What about
to walk away.
maybe a
Wow,
hug?
that was good. That was good.
All right, so
Right.
no,
I'm loving this dynamic.
I know,
Great
I hate
team,
that.
great
It's
team.
terrible.
We got this.
We'll reevaluate later. All right, so Sunday. Let's go.
Next week, the seating.
I got one more. Here's my upset pick of the day. UConn versus MTSU. MTSU somehow, some way is favored by 15.5. First of all, Stockstill's agent is the greatest human being alive. The amount of raises he gets for pure garbage is, what's he making, like $800,000 a year?
Way too much.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so yeah, they're playing probably right now. More people are watching this than are sitting at Floyd Stadium right now, guaranteed. Also, it's one of the worst environments to watch a game. No offense, we'd love to have anybody from MTSU come to here and discuss charities and sports, but I think they should go to a boutique style stadium, take out all the bleachers, put it in, like reduce the amount of people that could actually fit in the stadium, have it nicer, put in a couple of VIP deals, like build an environment type thing.
Say boutique style?
Yeah, that's what it's called when you add seats and take out the bleachers. Yeah,
really?
it drops down the number of people that can buy tickets, but you can raise the price, assuming the product and the environment is worth it. Currently, not.
That's one of your facts.
Yeah, it is.
Good job.
Fact of the day, number 2.
No, you already did one. You only get
I
one.
said number
you
2.
only get one.
All right, whatever. All right, so let's go into NFL. That's the football where they only kick it once with one person.
No, technically they kick it multiple times throughout the game. Yeah, you got punting.
Coming next week, you'll have intros. That joke will make sense. All right, so let's go with we'll go with the Monday. We're going to go backwards. Monday Night Football, Saints at Seahawks. That's why I chose this one. -5 New Orleans. Who you got?
Seahawks.
Do you think Geno has ever played Bridgewater? I feel like that was a college matchup. Geno was West Virginia.
First of all, Bridgewater does not play for the Saints. It's Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Winston.
Can we do?
Oh, no,
can we do a
Denver.
little
That was
fact checking here?
That was last night. Denver.
That was.
Jameis only steals crab legs. Got it.
Facts.
Publix.
But he's actually not had a bad season this year. I think he's only turned the ball over interceptions wise.
Right. This has been one of his better seasons
like
that he's had
times or something
in the league since he's been in there.
But it's at Seattle.
But it's
it
Jameis.
is in Seattle.
But it's Jameis, and he always finds a way to do Jameis things. So it is what it is. He'll find a way to turn the ball over.
12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions and passer rating of 108.1. So I mean that's not bad for Jameis.
But if you know anything about Jameis, that'll even out. It'll be 12-12 at the end of the season.
Or we're at the halfway point. No, we're not.
He'll throw 9 interceptions Monday.
All right. Can we get that in writing? So
9
next week we come in.
I mean, it'd be good for you if he did that.
I still think we're gonna win, no matter how many interceptions he throws.
I think Seattle wins.
I don't think Geno's looks so bad coming in for Russ, but
so is Russ at Seattle?
I think
year?
let's not talk about that.
No,
I think Seattle's problem is the defense. Our defense is trash, just like the Titans' defense.
What about that 12th man though?
It does make a difference. It does, oh yeah, flag yell, woo woo.
They were like,
"Go Hawks,
loud.
go!"
It makes a better soccer stadium.
What's soccer again?
The Sounders.
Good job.
Thank you. Got that one right. All right, so let's get to the fun one. Tennessee Titans, Kansas City Chiefs, noon on Sunday. That's 30 minutes bleeding into a game we'll get into in a minute. So the Titans are, what is it? The
underdog?
Yes, by 4.5. The Titans are down. So Chiefs, Titans, -4.5 goes to Kansas City.
Do you know what the over-under is for that game?
I looked at it and did not write it down, but I heard it's in the 50s.
I would rather
54, 57.
Both defenses are trash.
They are.
So, and the Titans are coming off a
Bills win.
Very, very good moral victory. Well, not moral victory. They did.
This is why
the defense played better, but I want to take the over.
So here's my theory on it. While you're looking at the
is 57.5. I'm taking the over.
57. Nailed it.
And Chiefs are 5.5.
Oh, it went up another point. I had 4.5 on mine. That's fine. So I think Mahomes is due a game, and not only that, but the Titans secondary is broken at this point. I mean, their best player is Jackrabbit now, and so he's going to destroy that secondary.
Who's older, Jackrabbit or you?
I mean, he makes
it's you.
more.
It's you.
That's true.
You can play corner in the NFL. You don't have
play better than him.
You don't have the hands.
If I just stand back 40 yards and wave my arms and shit, right? crap, there's $1.
Yep, there's a
So-
dollar. There's a dollar.
So I waved my arms, and then I could be.
Oh,
better
did I
defender.
miss that?
Yeah. I tried to stop it. It is a little bit late.
I knew you'd be the first one to go.
You were the first.
Just like Squid Game.
Whatever. You know what? I'm tired of y'all. I have you a gift, though. Check it out. So,
Hold on. We didn't finish the Titans Chiefs. You got upset.
no, I said
Yeah.
it. I'm taking the Chiefs with ease.
Coach K did not pick.
I say over 60 points. I'm going to go 38-31 Chiefs. 38-30.
We're picking
Chiefs.
exact scores now.
Yeah, why not?
Are we? Okay. I actually agree with JD on this one. I think Patrick Mahomes is due a game, and the Titans. I'm not the biggest Titans fan, but because I'm from around here, I obviously am somewhat of a fan of theirs. But it is very frustrating to watch them, like, because they'll do extremely well and then they lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
So
That was kind of my theory.
not really.
Inconsistency.
Yes, so inconsistent. I would say Chiefs by 1 touchdown.
All right, you're up, Solo.
I took the over.
What was your score?
I'm not a score guy.
That's fine. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, because they played so big against the Bills, they're due a letdown. Plus, their secondary is completely ravaged with
Yeah, but
injuries.
the Chiefs are not the Chiefs of the
They're
last
not.
couple of years. I mean,
Okay, but-
Patrick Mahomes is just
Okay, so all defenses being equal, they're both terrible, right?
Yeah.
Especially the secondaries. Would you rather have Mahomes or Tannehill? And then you take the speed of
don't
Kansas
forget-
City,
Don't forget about the King. Do not forget about the King.
Yeah,
King
but-
Henry.
but you can't.
And again, I'm a Seahawks fan, but that dude is the best running back in the league.
He's the truth.
Okay,
Number one
he
running
is.
back. So I mean,
But
if the
holding
def-
the ball is not going to help them. If they run the ball out, the Chiefs are going to score in like 1 minute.
so you're
no
saying the
matter
Chiefs
what,
are going to win
with ease.
with ease.
Well, I said 38-30, but I think
That's very easy.
But I think the game will not be as close as the score. The Chiefs win. So it'll be like
That's what-
38-30. But
See,
like,
I'm
it'll
not.
be
I don't want to
38-23
pick a winner.
until like a minute and a half.
I don't want to pick a winner because I think it's going to be a close game. And
Soft.
no,
Is that a big one?
I took the over.
Okay. So anyway, so the last part of our show, what we're going to do is if we're interviewing somebody who is coming in to unfortunately sit with us, we would like to hit them with a couple of quick hitting questions, yes or no's, trues or falses, something that we think that will be fun to end the show. That way we can learn the personality of the people that are either promoting their local event, the people that are having a good time with the group, the people that want to tell us about whatever they're involved with, but also have a fun take where they can show off their personalities, etc. We're going to call that penalty kicks, or as it's called overseas, just penalties. I learned that earlier today when I got yelled at. Anyway, so how we're going to do it today, though, is, and any time going forward, they don't even know this, that we don't have a guest, I'm going to write 5 questions. I'm going to keep track of the score. Can I have your pen, KJ?
Yeah.
I might need it, actually.
Talk about
Sure.
coming prepared.
Listen, it's over there. I'm going to go over there. So I'm going to keep track of the score. I am the judge, jury, executioner on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to write down your answer on this. I got you gifts. Your own personal dry erase boards.
Oh my goodness. With
This is yours.
with logos on.
Yeah, so that one rips.
Oh,
So obviously Austin P, you work at Webb, and then Blackman, where you went to school, right?
That's hilarious.
And then I dropped solos with the Gators, Seahawks, and the LFC.
appreciate it, buddy. That's pretty cool. That's
Thanks,
pretty cool,
JD.
man. You're awesome.
That is your
Whatever-
bonus.
Whatever I
Hey.
said, whatever I said about you in pre-production does not count.
So here's how it works. It's pretty simple. It's gonna be pretty rapid fire.
Okay.
I don't have erasers, so just write your answer
Well,
small for
guess
now.
what? Guess what? The fancy little things you guys have erasers.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. They do
Yeah.
work. All right. So we'll do one at a time. I'll ask you a question. Let's say you've got 10 seconds to answer at the most. Let's just do it that way. And I will decide who is correct because based on how I just feel. That's all it is. But here's the catch. So you're both going to pick a charity this year or however long we decide a certain amount of time. I'm going to give personally out of my own account $100 to the charity of your choosing. That's the spread the positive swing. So $100 to the charity of your choosing. Let's say every 12 weeks. Who cares? So every 12 weeks we'll do it. $100. The winner by the total tally of answers that I agree with. Fair? 5 questions. And then don't get mad at me if you don't like if I pick you or not. All right, ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. what would be the worst environment to watch a football game currently?
American football?
No, hold on. I'm giving you 2 choices.
Oh, sorry. It's multiple choice.
Mhm.
I
No,
missed that
just
one.
2.
I missed that part because I got excited about my.
It's always going to be like yes or no.
Okay. So we don't have to use our
Worst
brains.
environment to watch a college football game currently: Vanderbilt, MTSU. Now we have to get music like Jeopardy style when we do that from now on. No, but you have to show your answers at the same time.
I thought we were going.
How about we do this? We're learning as we go. You raise your hand when you're ready. All right, you ready? All right.
I put my charity on the top.
I like that greenhouse. Nice. She didn't do a charity. Point goes to Solo for putting the charity on top.
Hey.
Sorry, I make the rules. Also, I would say technically the worst of the 2, I would actually go with MTSU. At least at Vanderbilt, you're watching SEC teams beat the crap out of them. At MTSU, you're watching UConn win. Are they winning? That'd be awesome if somebody could find out. All right, ready? Question 2. This is a yes or no. Simple. Pineapple on pizza. She's ready.
Yes.
All right, it's a tie now because she actually wrote hers down. Also, it's definitely yes. Anybody that says otherwise is a liar.
Something is wrong with you.
Yes.
Fact. What about like jalapenos?
Hell yeah.
Anchovies?
Everything.
Nope.
That's fine. All right. Would you rather? So the answer will either be champion or all-star. These are the 2 answers: champion or all-star. Ready? Would you rather be on a championship team, let's say like basketball style, where all you do is ride the bench? You never play. You're the 12th man at the very end. You never play, but you get the ring. You lift the trophy with your teammates. Or would you rather be like one of the greatest players ever that never wins, like a Barkley or a Dan Marino? Do you want to be a great, or do you want to have the one trophy? Oh, wow, y'all are selfish. All right.
First of all,
I'm going to give the
I don't want to ride the bench.
first of all,
Right?
I give the point to Solo because he used a hyphen.
Oh,
I make the rules.
Okay.
man.
Okay, I see.
Man.
I see.
All right.
You hate to see it.
So I
Coach.
told you
hate to
earlier,
see
let me get the exact numbers. Here we go. All right. NHL. The Avs and the Lightning are both plus 600, plus 700. So think about that. 600, we'll say, is the favorite. Dead last NHL was 20,000, right? So plus 600, plus 20,000. Over under 5,000 Nashville Predators. Over or under plus 5,000. The Avs are plus 600. The dead last team is the Sabres at plus 20,000. Over under Predators plus 5,000. So over or under. No, you're both wrong. It's 8,000. They're terrible. They're awful. You know what? No, I give myself a point. 1 for me. Yeah, they're awful. Seriously, it's not good. All right, ready? Here's the last question. This is the easy one for you. Will we be back anytime soon? Yes or no? All right, Trent. Oh, he says yes. Hey, it's a tie. You both win. So we'll call it an even there.
Hold up. How's it even? I mean, I think I had more points.
You did. You had 3, but then I gave her the other one because y'all wrote the same thing. I'm going to go with tie.
All right, showing favorites.
So that's how the show will work. Anyway, anybody else have anything else to add before we wrap this mess up?
Yeah, there's a big soccer game on
Let's talk about
Sunday. I mean, I'm not in my normal Liverpool attire right now because I was kind of late. But
Final score?
I hate to do it.
First goal, Mo is plus 350. Ronaldo's plus 440.
Ooh, coming in hot with the soccer stats. Oh, high five to the host. I'm going to go. I mean, I'm a homer, so up the Reds. Them manures can piss off.
Yeah.
For everybody who's interested, we'll be watching the game at a place called Party Foul right up the street.
That way.
It's in our region. It's the
that's going to be the joke, isn't it?
10:30 kickoff for the match. This is actually a match, guys. I know JD threw that word out a lot, so people could get confused. But
it's been a problem of mine for a while.
The Reds are going to win. Liverpool's going to win this one, and I hate to go prediction because 3-1.
So
3-1 Liverpool, and I'm not going to give you goal scorers.
that's fine. KJ, anything to add yet? You good? What you got?
No.
All right, cool.
No.
Worked out well. First of all, before we wrap up the show, we're about to be finished. I would like to give a huge thank you to KJ and Solo. They're the intelligent ones. They're letting me ask questions and be stupid.
Technically, we're not letting them do anything.
No, they're watching me do that. Is it fair?
Watching is
that's fine. Anyway,
stretch.
so that will be a wrap on our first endeavor together in the podcast world. We hope you enjoyed it. Massive thank you to founder of Spread the Positive, Trent Denson. Thank you so much for this opportunity. You gave us live microphones. You brave soul. Not the best idea, but hopefully it works out well. But I want to leave you with this. I wanted to have like something, I don't want to say serious, but I want to leave you with something on a positive note at the end of the show. Just say, make sure you always surround yourself with a great team, kind of like I tried to do here. So regardless of the negative around your life, be sure to spread the positive, folks. And remember, at the end of the storm, there's a golden sky, and you'll never walk alone. Cheers. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.